Hello all, Coach Brad here with Action Coach. Today I got the honor of talking with Clarence Jorif, owner of the Compound Royse City. Clarence, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad at all. Thanks so much for having me here today, Brad.
Absolutely. It's an honor to talk to you, my friend. You're the owner of the Compound Royse City. Tell me a little bit about your business, CJ.
Well, the Compound Royse City is a tactical training facility. Ideally, the mantra of the facility is to be able to give people like yourself, John Q. Public, the ability to safeguard yourself, your family, and those around you if you so choose. What we do is we offer everything from tactical training, license to carry, handgun training, pistol, rifle, shotgun. Basically, if it goes bang, I teach it. We offer self-defense classes. I'm also a nationally registered EMT, so we teach tactical trauma medicine, CPR, AED, American Heart Association, basic life support, let's say heart saver, and last but not least, I'm also an NRA training counselor. What a training counselor does is we train the instructors who train John Q. Public on the proper and safe way to utilize firearms. I jokingly said before, if it goes bang, I teach it, but we go from pistol, rifle, shotgun, and all ages in between.
Awesome. Thank you. That's very, very cool. CJ, tell me a little bit. So how long has the Compound Royse City been around?
Oh, this is 2020. So on paper, we've been in existence since 2015. So next June, or this June coming up, since we're in May now, will be 5 full years of existence here in Rockwall.
Very cool. So full disclosure, you and I have known each other for a few minutes there. So tell the folks out there what your unique background and kind of why this qualifies you as a no-brainer for people looking for self-defense classes.
Well, not wanting to pat myself on the back and being as modest as possible, I've lived a life with guns. I've had a career in law enforcement that started off in the military. I was a military police. My first place I was assigned to was Fort Hood. I transitioned over to something called the CID, where I investigated crimes against property, crimes against people, you name it. I had a very, very quick learning curve there, economic crimes, drug investigations. And let's see, I ended up getting transferred overseas to the Netherlands. I spent about 2.5 years there, came back and was assigned to the Pentagon on something that's called the Protective Services Unit, wherein we protected the Secretary of Defense, who was at that time Dick Cheney during the first Gulf War, and Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Colin Powell. So I worked my way through the ranks and ended up running both of those details. Transitioned from there to local law enforcement in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of DC. I was there for about 20 months, and then I transitioned to the Secret Service, where I retired from them in December 2016. It's kind of like, if you could say, if you've held every job in the Secret Service, I've done that. And one of the best ones was becoming a firearms instructor, wherein I helped train other agents, the agents that you see out on the street nowadays or see running around with the president. I've helped train those guys and gals the proper use of a firearm, and kind of like with you, when we went through, and I kept on telling you, point of aim, point of impact. Wherever you put that front side of that gun and you press the trigger properly, you're gonna impact. So that's what I've been doing. Every training possibly under the sun, tactical training, some SWAT training. Like I said, if it goes bang, I teach it.
Very cool. So to say you're overqualified is a slight understatement, but I haven't been through your training.
Though.
Yeah,
I'm always
absolutely.
learning. I'm that modest guy that, yeah, I know what I know and I can teach you what I know, but I'm not the one that says, well, oh, I already know that. You can always learn from someone else and help refine your skills to make you better.
Very cool. And having gone through some of your training, I can attest that you are thorough and disciplined, but yet keep it fun. So
yes,
very cool. So let me ask you, CJ, I know that you say if it goes bang, you teach it. It's kind of a broad swath across what you do, but who's ideally suited for training with you?
Basically anyone. We've started off with, it depends on the maturity level. I had an 8-year-old that was mature as a 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 30-year-old, that they knew that once I put the mindset in place, this is a tool, but this is a dangerous tool. If not utilized properly, you can hurt yourself or someone else. And I hold them accountable. As you know, I hold everyone accountable because safety is the most important thing overall. If you don't do it safely, it's not going to be done, and you're not going to do it with me. So that mindset carries over to safety, safety, safety. But we've had, if I had to go age group, we've gone from 8 years to 76.
Wow.
And it's just about that mindset of it's a tool, utilize a tool for what the purpose is, and basically go from there.
You couldn't have said it better, my friend. Safety is key, and you definitely make that a very, very, very important aspect of your training. So let me ask you then, what's been the greatest impact of COVID-19 on your business?
Ironically, COVID-19 has been a boost here. There was a lull in the market for the while, and then I think everyone fearing the zombie apocalypse, everybody wanted to buy guns and everybody wanted to buy ammunition. Well, my business being deemed as an essential business, we were able to stay open to one degree. I was taking phone calls from the business phone. Business calls go in there, they come directly to my phone, so I was able to address the individuals. And the biggest calls that I was getting was, hey, we want to come out and take our license to carry class. We want to come out and take our license to carry class. But having been a pandemic coordinator for the Secret Service, no contact. This stuff is the real deal. The problem is, and I know I'm segueing here a little bit, but the mindset is, oh, it's not me, I'm not going to get sick. You don't know. The asymptomatic ones make others sick, and then others get sick and die. And that's why you see these numbers constantly rising, rising, rising. And I'm not necessarily in favor of opening up Texas right now because we don't know, we haven't even hit the tip of the spear yet. And you can see by these daily numbers. But anyway, coming back to that, I've received phone calls for license to carry classes. And it's like, no, I'm not doing actual license to carry classes, but I have an option. There's another former Secret Service agent in the area. Her name is Sam Horowitz. She has a online class, which is Texas Online, TexasLTCOnline.com. So what I've been doing is referring people to that website. They put in my identifier, which is Compound, COMPOUND, and you'll receive a 10% discount. But what they're doing is, in the comfort of their own homes, they're taking a 4.5 hour class, getting the certificate, coming back to me. I then schedule a time to go shoot. We probably spent about 45 minutes to an hour together, and they're getting their license to carry. So that's carrying over big time there. The second thing is gun sales. I'm a licensed FFL, which is a federal firearm licensee, so I can buy and sell and transfer guns. And that's been a big boost here lately. And last but not least, you have to have something to put into those guns or those firearms, which is ammunition. And through a network of distributors, I've been able to acquire ammunition and sell that also. So it's been keeping business going pretty well, pretty well.
It sounds like you found a way to kind of pivot things so that you were actually probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's probably somewhat more prosperous now than pre-COVID. So that's really cool to watch. And so let me ask you this along those lines, CJ. It's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from other people's mistakes. So tell the folks out there, other small business owners, other people that are struggling right now, what is a mistake that you made that can help them through their business?
I wouldn't call it a mistake, because in my line of business from way back over the last 34 plus years, I can't make mistakes. Mistakes would cause me to either lose my life or protect you to lose their life, and that's not something you want. So what you do is you learn from the mistakes of others. Don't ever be so, well, I know, I know, I know. Listen, you may have to sit there and decipher and take out what you think that you need. But the thing about it is learn from the mistakes of others. So that diversification allowed me to, okay, I can't teach in my classroom. I don't want contact with people. I want to be able to do this in such a way. Well, hey, partner with someone else, have them deliver the service. You then partner with them. You complete the service. People get what they want. It's a no-brainer, really. But it's not being the smartest person in the room, but it's listening to other people so that you can be smarter also.
Yep, that's a great insight, CJ. Thanks for sharing that. So, second to last question, I've got your email, I've got your contact info. We talked a little bit about your website and your business. Is there anything else you'd like people to know? Any special offers you got going on right now, or anything about Compound Royse City you'd like people to know?
The biggest thing right now is the LTC online, because I don't believe that we're going to go back to doing that for a while. Me knowing better, and I tell this to my clients and anyone I meet, you got to take care of yourself job one. Because if you don't take care of yourself job one, you become the first victim. If you become the first victim, you can't take care of yourself. You can't take care of your family. You can't take care of anyone else. So my job one right now is safeguarding myself to be able to help others learn and take care of themselves. So with that having been said, the next biggest thing that we have coming up is our NRA classes, basic pistol shooting. People learn in different manners. A lot of times they don't get formalized training, and that can be a detriment. I think we went through this when you first shot a couple of times. There was hand placement, fundamentals, aiming, grip control, breath control, trigger control, follow through. People see things done on TV and they want to replicate that, and they hold guns in all kind of funky ways. It causes you not to hit what you're looking at. And my big thing is point of aim, point of impact. So the biggest thing is formalized training. I would pride myself as being one of the best. And as you could attest for me, and you're one of my walking, talking advertisements, you get what you put into it, but I'm gonna give you exactly what you need and then some to make you better.
Awesome. And I appreciate you talking a little bit about taking care of yourself. And I think that, at least with clients I work with and business owners I talk to, is something that's unfortunately lost on a lot of business owners, because they're so focused on helping their clients or their team or their business, they neglect taking care of themselves. And the first rule is, if you're not in tip-top shape, neither is your clientele, neither is your team, neither is your business. So I appreciate you being a leader in the business community here in the Rockwall area saying that. So last question, CJ, and I appreciate all your candor. Tell me what is most inspiring to you today.
The resiliency. I use the terminology, I don't know defeat. If I can't go through something, I'm going to go over it. I'm going to go under it. I'm going to go around it. And that's basically what we're going through right now with this COVID-19. This too shall pass, but we just need to be smarter. We don't need to work harder. We just need to work smarter. And that smarter starts off with, once again, taking care of ourselves. We mask up with N95s. We mask up with masks. We go out, we make contact. Matter of fact, 2 weeks before this really blew up, I had my family running around in masks, and people were looking at them in Kroger like, oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But you got to take care of yourself first. So in parting, you got to start off with job one. Take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and we'll live to fight another day. This thing is going to pass. We have the best and the brightest throughout the world looking for solutions, vaccines, so forth and so on. It'll come, but until we get there, let's be smart about what we're doing, who we're meeting with, what we have between you and me. Luckily, I don't have on my mask for this meeting right now, but you got to take care of job one, and we'll get through this.
Very well said, CJ. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the honor of talking with you today. For all those out there that are looking for firearms, looking for self-defense LTC classes, can't go better than Compound Royse City. CJ, appreciate you.
Reach out for us. Check us out, www.tcatrc.com. Thanks, brother.
Take care.